Guess who's back?
You know what cops and firefighters have in common? They both want to be firefighters.
Looks straight to me.
So I am back following my hiatus. Reason I kind of took a break was I had to change some stuff up in my life. Wasn't super happy with where I was at, what I was doing. So made a handful of changes, all for the good. First big thing, I am no longer in construction. I made the decision to get out. It was nothing against my company. The company that I work for, Beck, I can say it now. They are awesome, man. Like they are some top-notch people. I really dug the people. I just didn't enjoy the actual work itself. The time that you spend away from home, the amount of hours that you put in, pays great. I mean, you can make a decent living doing that for the rest of your life. But I wasn't fulfilled, and I really found out how much I didn't enjoy it when my best friend took a week off from work. That was kind of when I realized, like, you know, this isn't for me. And then when he came back, he actually had some even worse news that he was going to be moving. So he moved up to Nebraska. What's up, Matt, if you're watching? After that kind of happened, I needed a shift, and so I went out to California for some time at home. And also my little sister, she's a badass, was graduating from a Wildland Fire Academy. And I was sitting in the room looking around because we both volunteered at young ages. You know, the chief that taught me and taught my sister, and all the people that I used to work with when I was a volunteer firefighter. For the longest time, that was all I thought about. Everything revolved around the fire service. Like, I was going to be a firefighter. What happened was I had a couple instances of bad luck. For example, I got my EMT nationally registered when I was 18, and then all the fire departments got rid of everything above a first aid level, and the ambulance company wouldn't hire me because I wasn't 21, covered by their insurance. And I was a broke college kid, so I didn't want to pay for recertification. Yeah, so I let that lapse, and then had a couple turnaways, and construction threw a lot of money in my face, and that's what I took. But anyway, so sitting around with all the chiefs and all the people that I used to work with and watching my little sister, proud of you, Mel, I had like an epiphany. It was like a light bulb moment that, like, why the hell did I ever leave this? You know, like, this is something that I love doing. This is something that makes me really happy, and like, I'll be honest, like I never stopped thinking about it. Like, it's always been in the back of my mind. And so I quit my job where I was making a substantial amount of money. I mean, this career path is what allowed me to buy a house. I was either 23, 24. I'm gonna have to do the math later. Perfectly great job that I left behind. That's a boat. Why is there a boat there? Okay. Anyway, perfectly great job that I left behind to pursue my passion. And so I turned in my notice and signed up for the Fire Academy. And one of the prereqs was having your EMT. So I actually went to Arizona about 3 weeks ago and took a 2-week EMT course. So Unitech EMT is hands down one of the best programs. They have one of the highest passing rates. Like, it's such a good program. Kudos to the people out there that teach it. But yeah, did that in 2 weeks, and then studied my butt off for this last week, and decided to take the National Registry yesterday. I already got my results back. I passed. The National Registry was incredibly difficult. And when I say incredibly difficult, it's not like what's the definition of hemothorax, right? Like, it's not simple stuff like that. It's all medical terms, and they give you like scenarios with patients, and you have to be a little detective and figure out what's going on. And it's a tough test. I mean, they design it to be tough. It's adaptive. So if you start missing questions in a category, they start hammering you with questions in that category. So for example, like one of my least strongest places is gastrointestinal. I had so many gastrointestinal questions. I was so nervous. Like I walked out of that exam yesterday thinking I failed. Like I failed. It turns out I passed. I got my email this morning in the gym. Cried a little bit in the gym, so that was kind of awkward for the group of like 35, 40-year-old ladies that like were working out, seeing a grown man just sitting there over 315 on a deadlift bar crying. That was a first. On cloud 9 right now. Definitely not going to let it lapse this time. One and done. I'm so thankful for that. And now it's time to focus on the Fire Academy and just honestly getting it. Ooh, rocks. This is not good. Okay. Damn it. Well, that sucked a lot, because I'm also not guaranteed a spot in the academy. That is another scary part of the plan. For the sake of, I don't have any priority, right? So priority is given to the people who are currently on a department, that have been volunteering for a year, or that have been EMS personnel for a year. So like you worked on an ambulance for a year. I'm not at the bottom only because I have a college degree, but I'm basically at the bottom. Yeah, so trying to get into that. Not gonna know until after orientation on August 1st. We do orientation, and then we also do a physical abilities test. So running a half mile, carrying a bunch of stuff, you know, that sort of thing. And we're back up. Yeah, so that was kind of the big life change. Let go of my career and starting fresh at 27. It's a lot. Dude, it's scary. Like, there's no way around it. It's scary, but let me tell you, I can't remember a time that I was this happy. Just happy to be me, happy to be doing what I'm doing. It's definitely, people talk about it all the time, like, do what you love, but there's a lot of truth to it. Nervous, excited, all the emotions, but overall, my overall happiness has just skyrocketed. I felt for the longest time like I was on autopilot, just kind of going through the motions, and definitely feel like I have some control back in my life, and that it feels amazing. The other thing is I've actually lost a shitload of weight. I say shitload. Dude, I've lost like 30, no, yeah, 30? 28? I've lost 28 pounds, and I lost 28 pounds because I realized that I was actually going to have to run again. So I started doing CrossFit, and oh, I know, I just came right out with that one. I have ragged on CrossFit for years. For years. I was a meathead for the longest time. All I did was lift. It's what I love doing. But ragged on CrossFit so hard. It's really not bad. I actually, here we go. I actually like it. It's challenging, and you still get the lifting in. But yeah, I mean, I read a couple articles and started structuring my own CrossFit workouts. And so it's like, you'll do a weight exercise, a gymnastic or cardio, or you'll do weight, gymnastic, and cardio. And that feels like you are going to die. I kind of dig it. So like, I've gotten a little bit smaller, lost a little bit of muscle mass, whether that's muscle mass or actual water weight. That's up for debate, but I really enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. I haven't been pushed like that in a long time. I'm very excited to be doing this. Also excited to start making some content again, because even though I'm not the best at it, this is fun. I really dig it. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. I've had to cut back on things. Definitely like canceled the subscriptions and everything else, so no longer get the luxury of using Adobe. Just I had an Adobe license, canceled that, saving money. So let's see how iMovie works. I'm gonna play around with it. Never touched it. Still haven't touched it, but once I start uploading, I'll figure out how to use it. Just want to say, everybody that continues to watch these, thank you guys. I know I'm not an awesome content creator, but I really enjoy video editing, videography, photography. I might try to see if I can do something with that as a little part-time gig. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned.